Buildings like the one that we're in, Flinders Street Station, you really can't manufacture this kind of history and this kind of atmosphere, I guess, in a space like this, no matter how many interior designers and layers you add. There is something that these kind of spaces have that just have an energy about them.
This building's well over 100 years old now,
yeah.
and you've got that evolution, and architecture should really just be a backdrop to our lives ultimately, and it also needs that adaptability.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, it's great that spaces can be transformed. It just shows the flexibility of spaces. You can't get so caught up on a use. There's so much time and energy that goes into creating a building. It has to have a longer lifespan than just a stage set does. And I think the Rising Festival is a great case in point. There's some great events that you guys organise, and they actually touch on a whole lot of different cultures and backgrounds and other bits and pieces. And the architecture is reflective of that in many ways.
Yeah, I just find that really amazing to hear what kind of was here and hope that we can bring that full circle. We had Shadow Spirit, an exhibition of all First Peoples commissions in this space. We had a couple come through and they had actually met at a dance in the ballroom and they had never been back since. So I think those little moments as well are just like beautiful threads that get passed on.
The greatest joy is actually having someone walk through a space and actually put a smile on their face. Sometimes it's even as simple as someone doing what they need to do, be it a job or something else, better because the space actually serves them. And that's where the key difference is. So culture and context is a massive part of that. So if you don't actually take the time to understand the culture, the context of the spaces and the people that will ultimately inhabit that space, from my perspective, you fail as an architect.
If we can get the public used to the idea of this as a cultural space, maybe one day that's what it will become because people already imagine it that way and are attached to it in that way.
I think ultimately, architecture is doing its best work when it's actually interacting with people. And these sorts of events actually bring that to life. And it gives you that alternate interpretation of what it was. So it was designed for one purpose, but ultimately it reflects what everything that good architecture should be about, that full adaptability and that full interaction with the community at large.